What's new? The economic production generated by the Latino community in the United States has experienced significant growth, reaching 2.5 times the size of the country's total economy. In fact, currently, the Latino gross domestic product, GDP, constitutes the fifth largest economy in the world, with a total sum of $3.4 trillion, surpassing countries such as India, Great Britain, France, Italy, and Canada in terms of wealth generation. According to a report from the Latino Donor Collaborative and Wells Fargo, if the Latino community in the United States were considered an independent entity, it would rank fifth in terms of the size of its economy globally, only behind the United States, China, Germany, and Japan. Furthermore, the generational shift in the workforce of the world's largest economy is largely being driven by the demographic dividend represented by the Latino community. Latino Americans are playing a prominent role in the growth of the gross domestic product, GDP, of the country through entrepreneurial initiatives, consumption, and their participation in the workforce. However, it's important to note that investments aimed at meeting the needs of this population are not proportional to their economic contribution. An analysis conducted by Bain & Company 2 years ago revealed that less than 1% of private equity and venture capital investments were directed towards Latino-owned businesses, as highlighted by Sol Trujillo, the president of the Latino Donor Collaborative. This is not about diversity and inclusion, it's simply a matter of business. Latino Americans do not represent a niche market or a small one, despite sometimes being described as the market of the future. In reality, they are already the world's third fastest growing economy and are on track to soon compete with China's growth rates, warned. While the Chinese economy grew on average by 7.7% between 2011 and 2021, and the Indian economy by 6.2% in the same period, the American Latino gross domestic product, GDP, experienced a 4% growth, resulting in a contribution of 20.9% to the real growth of the United States. The report highlights that the positive impact of the Latino population on the U.S. economy is due to its demographic growth, high participation in the workforce, and increased productivity associated with their educational level. Latino Americans hold the highest workforce participation rate, surpassing the overall average by 5.4%. Over the past decade, the number of individuals in this group with a bachelor's degree or higher has increased by 6.8%, in contrast to the modest growth of 2.8% in other population sectors. These data translate into a significant 29% increase in Latino contributions to the growth of wage income in the United States. This effect extends beyond low and middle-income earners, as the average annual growth in this high-income Latino community is approximately 10 times higher than that of non-Latinos. In summary, the purchasing power of Latinos in the United States has reached $3.4 trillion, thanks to their incomes experiencing an annualized growth of 4.7% over a decade, compared to 1.9% for other demographic groups. The demographic dividend is a fundamental factor in this equation. While the U.S. workforce is experiencing aging, the Latino population is characterized by being younger than other groups. In this regard, the most common age range in the Latino population is 10 to 14 years, in stark contrast to the 60 to 64-year age range that prevails among non-Latinos. Between 2010 and 2021, the Latino population experienced an increase of 12.1 million people, accounting for 52% of the total population growth in the United States during that period. Furthermore, the proportion of households in the United States self-identifying as Latino has increased, rising from 11.6% in 2010 to 14.4% in 2021. This underscores another relevant aspect of the Latino demand's impact on the country's economy, specifically through housing investment, as indicated in the report. Comment on what you thought of the news, give the video a like, and subscribe to the channel. If you find it necessary, you can also share this video through your social media.